Hello guys, I hope you are doing well. My name is Camila. Welcome to another episode of Earthing into Love. And guess what we're gonna do today? We're gonna be weeding our negative thought patterns and beliefs out of our mind. How about that? Oh, mamma mia. I don't know if you're much into reading or not, but if you aren't, I recommend it with the fullness of my heart, certainly, because the reading is one of those actions which bring, well, instant satisfaction, instant reward, and also it's a wonderful opportunity and beautiful way to work with the mind. So it's one of those repetitive actions in which very easily you can go into this beautiful meditation practice. So your mind just comes into a completely different wavelength. So if you have your own garden and you're planting some vegetables or some medicinal plants or flowers even, surely you're weeding. If you don't have your garden, you can do it in a raised bed. You can set up your garden on a balcony or in your kitchen, in your living room, wherever you have a little bit of space. Or perhaps you can see if you can connect to a friend, a community, or a place where you can just offer your time and in return receive a lot of opportunity to connect deeply with the soil. So it is also a wonderful way to go on your hands and knees and practice a little bit of yoga. Because in fact, whenever we look at it, it's all yoga. There's no difference. Yoga is union with everything that is around us. So here I'm on a field waiting in between the spinach and a cauliflower. What a joy! And it's never-ending story, really, all through the summer, because the weeds, the same way as the plants and as your food, grow really, really well given good conditions, and conditions in here are wonderful. So yes, the weeds will grow with it. So every moment in here, every moment I connect with the soil and I separate the grass and different plants from a cauliflower or spinach to give those plants a little bit more space and opportunity to grow stronger and better. So every time I just imagine that I'm removing from my mind a negative thought, something I've been perhaps cultivating as a part of old beliefs or whoopsie daisy, old conditioning. And it happens naturally, so I don't really have to dig into my mind and really focus, oh, what am I gonna read now? No, it just happens. So naturally, you're going into this space, it's like, oh, what thoughts exactly I want to be planting in my mind right now? Perhaps they are good thoughts. There are thoughts of wellness, joy, happiness, contentment, peace, calm, abundance, and just feeling really, really good with everything that is, rather than criticizing myself for any actions. So it is a beautiful way to really differentiate and to observe your mind. And lots of things will happen naturally. So naturally your mind will go into this space, perhaps of thinking or not thinking. You can try it on. Get down on your hands and knees, start reading and see where your mind is gonna bring you. But perhaps, it will bring you into the place of non-thinking, just being present with the environment and with whatever happens here right now. So it is quite a I would say like a very spiritual experience whenever you connect with the soil, and especially if you help the food to grow. So what is better than to see how your food is growing and help your food grow, and really also involve all your life energy to grow your own food. So we grow with it. So perhaps earthing into love today means just giving ourselves the best possible conditions so we can really grow and we can really allow ourselves to nurture everything what we have inside. Well, not everything, perhaps the things which actually support our life, support our health, support our well-being. And thinking in here will be one of the big issues at the moment, especially that a lot of us were using our intellect, intelligence and education to communicate with the world, and also each of us has this elaborate, perhaps, inner dialogue. So if you are this person, you know what I mean. I am this person which can have like a very elaborate dialogue inside, and it takes me a lot of practice, repetition, and trying different things to change. And create this space where the space which is very fertile and very potent, and the space where I can cultivate love. So if I imagine love and think about love, so love is something what supports your life completely, entirely. And in the presence of love, there's nothing else can really exist. So in the presence of love, everything what is not love has to disappear and is not having a possibility to exist. So it's the whole idea of earthing into love. It's creating your own garden, tending to your own field of cultivation, and just really looking after your part of the garden, after your little patch of well-being and the realness and the truth of who you are. So any opportunity we can use to realize the power of love deeper, perhaps you can take. And perhaps weeding the negativity from the mind can be one of those mindful practices which might be helpful for some of you. And also it brings us to this idea of sustainability. So how sustainable we are in life. Are we self-sustainable, or are we dependable? And it's like here, if you look at this, like even at those tiny little plants. So here, spinach on the right, cauliflower on the left. Or actually it's the other way around for you. Because you see it on the video, so it's a little bit different, but all those plants, they do communicate through their root system. So the roots are their support and they grow together. So some plants will grow a little bit better than the other, but they grow together. So that brings me into this little moment of realization that if I will earth into love deeper, then everyone who's connected to me will benefit out of that as well. So that means that there will be another healthier environment. So there's nothing selfish about looking after yourself and really upping your game in terms of the self-care and self-love practices, just to be able to create a healthier environment in which you are living in. It's so beautiful. So beautiful in here. And you see the idea as well of self-sustainability and sustainable living is that nothing happens instantaneously. We need to put an effort to actually achieve certain results. So the same is actually with those little videos. Maybe I'll see you here. I see you. Oh, hello. Yes, I will see you. So there is no instantaneous results. So everything requires work and practice. So yes, another episode of Earthing into Love and some ideas for your own practice. So You can subscribe to Alchemy Multiverse channel. You can also share this video, and you can also let me know how did you get on with your weeding and weeding out the negative thoughts perhaps from your mind. How did it go for you? I would love to know. Lots of love, and have a beautiful day, evening, or wherever you are right now. See you again. Bye bye.